3, 2, 1. Did you clap? Yeah. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Howdy, folks. Welcome to the channel. I'm Jackie. This is my mom. And mom, you've been in some of my videos before, but you've never been in a Sims video.
I don't think so.
So I've been in Texas for a little bit, and I thought it would be fun because you've been watching some of my videos, right? And I thought it would be fun because mom's kind of a gamer, okay? She's kind of a gamer girl.
Not a lot.
She likes Animal Crossing, and you've done a lot of building and decorating in Animal Crossing, right?
Yes.
And she didn't you do some when I played Roblox a little bit? Didn't you
a little bit.
Didn't we do some build challenges? So I thought it would be really fun because you've started.
I'm sorry, I'm having to laugh.
Diggle's in the background, just sitting on the couch, doing funny stuff.
Diggle.
Okay. Yeah. So you've started practicing, right? Because you enjoy that kind of stuff. You enjoy decorating and all. And so she was like, I've been playing around in some Sims. So I was like, what if we did a little Sims build off? But pretty much all you've learned from building in Sims is from me, right?
Everything I've learned in building Sims is from Jackie.
So I thought it would be fun if we did a little tiny home build off. So it wasn't a huge house that we had to decorate because I feel like that would take forever. So over the past few days, we have both been building our little small homes. And today is gonna be the first day that we see each other's.
I have to confess.
What?
I ran out of room, so I had to stretch mine a little bit, so it technically doesn't count.
It's not under the tiny home
It
build?
doesn't count as a tiny, but it is a tiny home.
Okay, fine. You just don't. Your Sim.
So, I broke the rules a little bit already.
If you play in your Sim house, then you're just not gonna get double learning and stuff.
Right.
Or whatever. So we did a build off. This is gonna be the first time that we see each other's builds. We're each gonna go through and kind of explain our build, or just to talk about things. We'll talk with each other and we'll point out things. And then at the end, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of just some walkthrough and stuff like that of each build. I'm gonna go through and pop that up at the screen at the end. And we want you guys to tell us in the comments whose house you like better. So
I don't know if I want
the only rule of this was a small home. I didn't put a budget on it, so we had unlimited budget, any color, any style, anything like that. So it's they could be completely different. They could be totally different styles, everything. So it might be a little hard to judge. But let us know in the comments what you like better, what you like about our builds, if you want to see more kinds of stuff like this on my channel. And before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, if you want to help support the channel even more, you can become a member. You're a member, aren't you?
I'm a member.
Mom's member. You get you get members only videos, several a month, along with helping me choose ways to kill my Sims in the Black Widow challenge, things like that. You get some behind the scenes stuff. So without further ado, let's get into these builds.
Just real quick, I have to point out we look Beetlejuice.
We do look Beetlejuice. You're purple and I'm black and white. Yeah. And I have green hair. So.
Wasn't playing, but I like it.
Here we go. Okay, so we're starting with my build. I did do a tiny home. I've been really wanting to build a mid-century modern home. A 70s vibe, 60s vibe. So I did a roof I've never done before. It's this weird, I think they're called butterfly roofs. Do you know what they're called? I don't know. Roofs are always hard.
Wow.
Do you find that roofs are hard?
I
hate roofs. So yeah, I
struggled with my roof a little bit.
I went with this. It's very I wanted it to be kind of the mid-century mod houses that you see that are wood and oranges, and I don't know. That's what I wanted to do. So I built this house. It is a tiny home. I don't think it's a micro home. I think it's a small home actually. And I put a little porch on it. I wanted lots of columns and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah, so
columns are gonna be cool. Your
right,
porch
they're
was
like very
looking
wood.
kind of like mine.
What?
I did a wrap
And then I did like a metal roof. That's like a metal. That is like copper metal.
I like that.
And then I wanted to do like either bricks or woods or something. I don't know. And I wanted everything to look very like clean, like very. I don't know. That's what I think of when I think of like mid-century modern. Is mid-century modern the 60s or the 70s, or is it not either one of those? I don't know.
60s, I think.
Like the 60s, yeah. So I mean, this is like
a lot of that overlap.
Yeah,
like
that's
a lot
true.
of 60s and 70s
This
architecture and stuff overlap.
Yeah, this is like if you took a 60s house and like maybe renovated it up to like nowadays. But I love that door. That's like one of my favorite parts of the build. And so I really ran with like the orange vibe you'll see.
I like that.
And then I was struggling with windows, and I found this window, and they are these big circular windows.
Oh my
and I loved them so much, and I thought they were so fun. I put like a big glass sliding door on the back so that you could go out to the patio. I was really trying, like, I didn't want it to look too like portholey, like, you know, like I didn't want it to look like a submarine
or a cruise ship.
yeah, but I thought they were cool, and they have like orange in them. So then I also did like those like little long windows, like, because I thought like stacking them made them kind of look kind of 60s, or like, I don't know, like kind of that vibe. I feel like there's like a lot of like openness in like with windows, like lots of windows in these kind of builds. So I worked on the bathroom. I wanted, even though I was doing like lots of woods, for some reason, don't ask me why, I ended up like making like a black bathroom. I don't know why. I was like, ooh, a black toilet. That sounds fun. Well, at Dad's work, my dad is a plumber, and he just showed me a bright yellow toilet the other day. That was from the 60s that he found. Anyway, that is neither here nor there. But yeah, and then I put these doors, these like orangey doors, and I put shag carpet in the bedroom, and then I put this carpet in the other area. It's like, I don't even know what that is. It's like geometric.
Yeah, geometric.
I really like it though. Like, I don't know if it's carpet or if it's like a linoleum type thing. I don't remember what it is. But I had to do a lot of rearranging on this, like with the walls and all, to make it fit, because I stuck to the tiny home thing.
I tried, and it was hard
to get like a full-size bed and everything, because I don't build tiny homes a lot.
I ran into trouble.
Yeah, I don't build tiny homes a lot, and like it's hard to get everything in there if you want like a big bed and a big bathroom and stuff like that. So I thought that bed was very mid-century mod with the orange splashes.
It goes so well with the rest.
Right? And so I tried, what?
You're going to have me beat on color. That was one thing mine came out, I thought, kind of drab.
I bet not. I bet not. I tend to go on the side of like too much color. Like if you look at other people's builds, like in The Sims, like I feel like I always add like too much color. Like I feel like people would be like, they wouldn't actually want to live in this house because it's just too colorful.
I like it though.
But anyways, I went with like some yellow too in the like living area, and I used this tiny home TV that acts as like a TV, a radio, and a bookshelf because it's so tiny. And I thought it kind of fit with the vibe. Yeah. I was also trying to figure out what to do about the walls in this area because I didn't know if I wanted to like do all the walls the same because I had to fit a kitchen and a living area. But I don't know. I thought like maybe paneling would be kind of the vibe, but I think I changed it a couple times here.
Paneling is kind of very mid-century.
Yeah, too. I really like paneling. I jumped around a lot in this build because I get distracted. I'm like, ooh, I want to put decorations here. Ooh, I want to put a rug here. I did put like a shag rug. And then I love this. This is by Plumbella. It reminds me of my mirror that I have in my actual home. Yeah, it's like yellow, except that one was orange.
I think I used that same plant.
Really?
Maybe not. I may have changed my mind and taken it out. But.
So I feel like these appliances looked very like, I don't know, like very mod. I don't know, like mod.
They remind me of a band. Like at first I thought you were putting musical instruments up.
Oh, really? Like, that oven does look like, it looks like an amp.
Yes, an amp.
Oh my gosh, you're
right.
It does look like that. I've never thought of that before. Maybe that's why. I think I use those a lot in builds. Maybe that's why. So then I decided to do like a different wall for the kitchen area. So I did like this like tile stuff, and then I was really just trying to like keep it the vibe the same the whole time. I don't know why. And let's see, I put the trash can out there that was like very square. I put a little grill out in the corner. Hopefully it doesn't set the place on fire. I was really struggling with what kind of table to put out here because nothing screamed like mid-century mod to me, because I'm like, they're picnic tables and they're like little tables and chairs. So I ended up doing like a bar out here. And I think this is the only place they can sit and eat because it's a tiny home.
I ran into that.
Yeah, because I was like, where are my Sims eat? I guess they can eat on the couch
with a little bar in my den kind of.
Oh, okay. But so yeah, I put the bar outside and I put those like little chairs, and I was trying to find like some little lights or candles to put like outside here so that you could eat in the dark, I guess, or eat at night. I don't know if you want to eat outside because of like bugs, but I guess you don't have to worry about that as much in The Sims. And then I found that lamp that was like circular, so I thought it kind of tied the place together. Then I wanted to put plants, but I wanted to put plants that were like very like clean, modern-y, like, I don't know. And then I put a chessboard outside. I put like a little easel. I did some of that stuff. I didn't like do a whole lot of landscaping like on the house. And I put some like no, I didn't put planter boxes. I thought I did. I did not. I put that there, and then I end up changing it, I think, here in a minute, because I wanted it more like boxy, like more mod boxy vibes. I was just trying to give it a little green on the outside. Yeah, those are the ones I used, those like boxy ones. I tried like doing some like blocking, like paneling, or like candles or something. It didn't work. I found those little candles. And I was looking for artwork and stuff like that, and I found these things. They're from like the restaurant pack, I think, and they like kind of light up, and so I put them on the corners of the kitchen to kind of like separate the different areas, I guess. And I really loved this painting, but I couldn't really find a place for it to go, even though I think it totally like went with the vibes of the house. But I ended up doing like this woodwork here, and just, I don't know, like as a backsplash for the kitchen, I guess. Put it in like the corner there, and it's a very small kitchen, but you know, it'll work. And I just added a few little clutter items. I put some shelves. I think I ended up putting shelves in the bedroom, I think, and I put like a bunch of little knickknacks on it. Yeah, this is where I put all the knickknacks on it. And just, I don't know, I was just trying to, because it felt really empty in that space in the bedroom. So I just put like a bunch of like yellow and orange toys. I was like, I don't know what to put here.
That's very much you though.
Yeah, like I have shelves everywhere. Like you guys have seen, they're in my yellow. Then I added some terrain paint, and just to kind of give it, I don't know, like some worn look. Door. Right? I want that door in real life. Yeah. And then I put some stones walking up. I didn't really know what, I wanted like tiles, but I couldn't find exactly what I was looking for, especially with that small of a like entryway. Yeah. And then I did something that I've never done before, ever. I put a pond. I like never build ponds. I don't know why. I forget about them. And I thought, you really like landscaping, so I thought it's like I would impress my mom. Because what do you mean I stole your idea?
I have a pond. No! Just like, not just like that, but very much like that.
But I added like this like little pond. I put this little like modern fountain here in the pond. It's not really a fountain. It's just like, I think it bubbles water. I don't know. I really don't know. I did not play test this. I will upload this to the gallery, but let it be warned, I didn't play test this. So if you use this, your sim may not be able to get around in the house. But I put like a couple of like dirt, stone-ish pathways like to the trash can. I don't know. It looks kind of silly. And then I just put like a couple of flowers. Oh, and I put orange rose bushes in the front. And I put them very like stark. and I just kept going back to the pond because I was trying to decide what to do with it.
That's my favorite thing. My whole build is mostly
Is
about the
landscaping.
This is gorgeous.
But yeah, so I put the little orange roses.
I love it.
That's pretty much
not
it.
getting enough attention.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for my build. Diggle
on to see
he wanted to make an appearance.
I know.
Like any.
I think it was beautiful. I loved it. I loved it.
Thank you.
That's the thing, and that's why I like doing the building in the games, whether it's Animal Crossing or Sims or whatever, because I like all the different styles.
Yeah, and it's like you can play with it.
And I love that style that you did.
Thank you. Like that's the cool thing is like I don't even know if I would want a house that's that like mid-century mod like that.
I don't know.
No, well, like I mean, like I don't know if I would want that as like my house.
Yeah.
But like you can have it as your house in Sims. Like you can be like, oh, today I want to make a mid-century mod. Today I want to make a cabin in the woods. Today I want to make a futuristic spaceship home. Like I don't know. Like you can like always change it. So anyways, shall we look at your build?
Mine's not anything compared to yours.
No, I bet it's really good.
A little more simplistic.
Okay, let's check it out.
Okay.
Oh wow, I love this. No, I'm just kidding. It looks great.
Yeah. Well, I decided to go with kind of a cottage theme.
Ooh,
I wanted it cottage, and then I really struggled with, but the inside's a little more modern than just cottage. I was going to do all cottage, but then I wanted a modern, updated cottage.
Okay. Ooh, I like the fireplace.
So that was my first idea that I came up with was to do, I wanted to do the window, they don't call it window, what do they call it? See-through fireplace.
Ooh,
you really can't do it in
both
Sims,
sides. Yeah.
but it's where it's on both sides in 2 rooms. So I just faked it by putting 2 fireplaces
Why do
side by
people
side.
not do that more in Sims? I feel like you would want it like on both walls.
And then I really struggle. You were talking about roofs. I hate roofs.
Roofs are the worst.
I hate good roofs. And you can see here that I struggled, and I went back and forth and back and forth.
Ooh, a chimney. Oh, well,
I had to pick
a chimney.
And I was trying to make it match so that it was realistic to the fireplace that I actually put inside. I think I ended up with one that looks realistic.
I feel like that's more than most people do in Sims. I like never think to like match like the fireplace to like the rest of the house. Like that would make sense. Like as far as like because it's like built into the house. Anyway, sorry, I'm talking.
Well, that's my biggest problem though, is I get bogged down in some tiny little detail like that. For I know 3 hours has gone by and I've done nothing.
Her and I are very different in like our creative processes. I'm very much like I just throw it together, and you're very much like
wanting to think
things
through.
need to be. Yeah. She's more of a perfectionist than I am.
Well, and then I really get bogged down, and then I rush.
I like the stone.
I wanted it, like I said, a cottage theme, so I went with a stone. And I really struggled with picking the doors and windows, though, that went with it. That took me a little bit.
I feel like that always takes a long time.
You'll see a whole bunch of
you deleted everything. It's a block now.
I did. Started all over because I didn't like the shape. Ended up changing, putting the door on the end.
I mean, I do that. I can't tell you how many times I will restart a build. Sometimes I'll just like delete the whole thing. I'm like, I'm tired of it.
I almost did on this one. I almost did. And I thought, no. We're going to keep, because we need it to be tiny anyway. So.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
That looks really nice and clean.
Yeah. It took me a little, and that's the way I am too when I'm building. I'm real slow getting started, it seems like. And then at the end, it starts all gelling. You'll see. At the end, it'll go a lot faster because I was doing what I liked the most, which was the landscaping. So I saved my favorite part for last. But yeah, I struggled window.
I feel like that's how it always goes though, because you're like trying to like kind of feel it out of like what you're wanting to do with the build, and then once you kind of have like the whole house made, then you're like, okay, I get it. I know what I'm doing here now.
Well, and that's why I just kind of stuck windows everywhere, and then when I get inside,
that's what I do.
I have to move them around. Once I get inside.
Ooh, pretty hedges.
Yeah. I decided that I just like that. It just more of a cottage feel.
Yeah, I think it is.
And not just a picket fence, but use the hedges because my whole thing is all about flowers. And anyway.
That makes sense.
And that's what's really gonna. I was really hating it. I wasn't liking it at all. I thought it was stupid looking until I added the flower boxes.
I like the
in
flower
the windows.
boxes.
Yes,
I love flower boxes.
That's what turned it around for me because I was about to scrap the whole thing.
I like it.
Then, yeah.
Oh, it's so pretty. And I like all the different colors.
And a little,
you put a table outside too!
I did. I did end up, I was thinking that might be my only place to eat, but I did end up putting a little bar inside.
That's how mine was. Unless they eat on the couch.
Yeah.
Which I do that.
But you see how I get very, that's, I guess, mother and daughter alike.
Yeah, I was like, we do things similar in the way that it's kind of like all over.
It's chaos. I jump around and then I see an area and I think, oh, I want to work on this.
Well, and it's like, too, it's like when you're in like build mode and things are popping up, you're like, it like triggers your brain to be like, oh, exactly. I need to do that. I haven't done that yet. And then you're like, wait, what was I doing?
Yeah, exactly.
That looks good though, that roof back there on like the little, how it like pulls out. I like that.
I'm not sure I kept that.
Oh.
Maybe I did. Yeah, no, I did because I wanted to cover.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Ooh, wood floors.
Yeah.
I like the wood. Oh, you did wood throughout the whole place.
I did.
I really like that wood. I don't know if I've ever used it.
I wanted it very cottage, and since it's so small.
Yeah, that makes sense to
go
do,
from room to room. Yeah.
Ooh, I like the greens.
And that's the only thing I feel like that's what I loved about yours is I ended up with, I think, too many greens and it's all just almost monotone, just all one color inside.
I mean, I don't mind green. My hair's kind of monotone.
You know how I like greens.
Yeah, you do like greens.
And then this is where I struggled with the bathroom.
Oh, that looks pretty good.
But I decided it wasn't realistic about opening the door or just hitting the toilet. So I ended up
that makes sense.
Moving it out a little bit. And I think when I did that is when it messed it up and it's no longer considered a tiny home.
Oh, gotcha.
But it is pretty much. Okay. It's still just...
It's okay. It's still very
just
small.
3 rooms. Like
yeah,
yours.
It's still very small. Well, that was the thing is I kind of told you, because you were asking like what tiny home things. Yeah. Like I told you, I was like, it's usually about 3 rooms. So that's why ours both kind of look like that, because I was like, I don't know. Tiny home to me is like bathroom, all the living, and then bedroom. And so that's what we both, I think, kind of went with on that. Because it's easy. Like, I don't know what else to do. Unless you did like a 1-room dorm kind of situation.
And I was struggling with shrinking some stuff, and that's where I asked you. Jackie actually came in and helped me. Like, okay, you can't look. Yeah, I need to know. She's like,
just look at this one little piece.
Shrink this and
and like move, like make objects smaller and bigger and stuff like that.
I was having trouble with that because I've never done that a lot.
Because you've like seen me do it in builds, but you're like, wait, how do you do that? Because I had told her, I'd like been like, okay, these are some things, and she was like, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I like
see, I did end up moving windows around just to make it
still looks really good
realistic though. Inside. And I decided since it was a bathroom, we really needed probably to put some curtains for privacy.
Your Sims don't care, but like in reality, you probably don't want your windows wide open when you're showering. At least, I don't know. I like that bed a lot. I think I use that.
So I went with nearly all just browns and the muted green.
But I like that. It seems very real.
Yeah.
Like it's a very realistic home.
I feel like you might get tired of it though. Maybe. I wanted to add some pop of color, and you may see it. I think I got you. Tried it with some rugs and all, but then I still ended up with just the green. I think I put 1 pop of orange flowers on the mantle.
I like that though.
Or peach
sometimes.
Or something to add color.
A lot of build challenges will be like, you can only use brown. Yeah. You can only use... I like the flowers. Yeah, the flowers are really pretty. I figured in your build you would use a lot of plants. Yeah. I did
I did get to that outside.
Happen. Yeah.
I didn't do it so much inside just because I didn't really have room in this little bitty home.
Yeah, well, tiny home.
Yeah, I added some a couple of plants around.
Oh, I like the lamp.
Not a whole lot.
Very cute.
I got really bogged down on my artwork.
I
could
feel
not,
that.
And the ones I liked, I couldn't get to shrink to the right size.
Yeah, sometimes
I really struggled with that.
Finicky.
Yeah. So
I think it's funny that we both put desks in the bedroom.
Yeah. Well, when it's such a tiny home, you need a little workspace somewhere.
Well, and in The Sims, like you really want a computer in your build so that they can do stuff. Yeah. Oh, you changed it.
Oh, I did.
It's stone.
I couldn't find any artwork that I thought was fitting for over a bed, so I just changed the whole wall to a stone and said, okay, no art.
I like that. Because you wouldn't really put artwork on stone, would you?
No, I don't. Well,
can you? I don't even think you can you? You can in The Sims, but can you in real life?
I figured with that much texture and all, you didn't have to have.
Yeah, that makes sense. You used a lot of the new horse ranch pack. It looks like
I did,
which I like. It's very like I don't know. It's kind of like rustic, and they have a lot of good browns in that pack.
Yeah. And you can see I tried adding some color with
rugs.
And
I like that.
I ended up.
It has color. It has like pink.
It does. It has a little bit of pink, a little bit of yellow.
I like the flowers on the coffee table. Yeah. I like the green cabinets.
I loved the green cabinets for the kitchen. Yeah. I know, again, it's all monotone and all that, but I loved those cabinets.
You keep saying it's monotone, but like, I don't know, how many kitchens do you go in, or how many houses do you go in that like, there's like a lot of green. Like if you think about it, like real houses, it's like, okay, like the fridge is not green. Like, you know, like it's
either
usually,
like white fridge.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's really cool. Yeah. I like it. Now all I can see when I see stoves are amps now. Every stove is now an amp to me. Like an amp. I
decided it needed a dividing wall from the other room.
I like that. So, it definitely like separates it, but you also have a place to sit.
Yes, and it added the bar.
Yeah. It feels very open though to me. Like when you walk in the door.
I didn't really test it out by having Sims move around.
Yeah, I didn't either. We were just like, we gotta build these.
This is where I really had fun. Ooh, this is what I like to do.
Yes.
I like doing the decorating inside, but the outside's my favorite.
And we both built a pond.
We both built a pond. And they're very much the same shape.
They are a little similar. Yeah. I've literally never built a pond. I should have thought about that. Like, I build them, but I've never built one like on camera. Like, I'll build them on my like Sims builds that I do every now and then. But
I feel like it was
like telepathy.
It was mine.
Yeah, it was like
you were building with your mother, and you're like, this is what my mother would do.
Well, because like we have a pond here at my parents' house. We have a pond, so maybe that's what it was. I was home and I was seeing my fishes in my pond, and I was like, I want a pond. Yeah. Oh, you put the little like dragonflies.
I did, but then I moved them because they were getting in the way.
Oh yeah.
While I was building, and then I think I forgot to put them back. I may have. I can't remember. Yeah. But sitting here looking at them now, I'm thinking I think I forgot to put my little things
I like
back.
all the rocks. You did something that I didn't do. You kind of shaped the pond. I just have like a puddle of water. Like, yeah, but I mean, like you like made a border. And mine like has no border. I just put a couple of plants around it and was like, cool.
I wanted to put really more of a border with some rock and I couldn't figure out how to do it. That wasn't going to take forever to put each little
if you
rock.
do like, if you size them down and like do the little rocks.
So I decided to line it most of it with flowers and plants.
It looks it looks a lot more natural than mine does. Mine looks like someone dug a hole and poured water in it.
I think it looks very natural.
But I like this. I like this a lot. And you put a lot of plants, didn't you?
Plants. There are so many pretty, colorful plants in the Sims. And this tree, I fell in love with the purple
tree over there. Yeah, those are really pretty.
And I was kind of sad that I saw it later because I would have centered more everything around that purple tree.
Then it was like, but I have a pond.
It would have been like the focal point. But.
It is really pretty. I think it's Magnolia Park is the neighborhood in The Sims that like all the trees look like that. Are there magnolias in The Sims? It just hit me. I don't feel like I ever see magnolia trees when I'm building.
I don't remember seeing a magnolia tree when I was building it.
I like this little sitting area.
I wanted a little sitting area under
the tree.
Cute.
You can go sit and we'll look out the pond.
The problem I have though too with doing any of this, and you'll see, I don't know when to stop.
I feel that.
So it becomes just plant after plant after plant.
I like all
some
the plants,
people
though.
Might not like it, but I thought it looked kind of like a cottage garden. My idea
cottages are really overgrown.
To be overgrown flowers and kind of wildflowers too, and you just kind of have a path to walk through.
I like that. What's it called? They're like you're seeing it a lot nowadays. It's called like, what is it called? Like xeriscaping.
Oh, xeriscaping.
Where you have like wildflowers and all instead of like a perfectly like green 1950s picket fence lawn. You have like just plants everywhere and let them grow. And
a lot of plants that don't require a lot of water.
Yeah. Well, like you used a lot of little wildflowers and all that are very like just very natural looking.
I wanted to do that, and then I came across these that weren't like wildflowers, and I just had to use them too because I fell in love with them.
They're pretty.
Yeah.
I like them a lot. I like that
I kind of mixed them.
I like that you didn't like stick with any color. You say you stuck with greens inside, but like you did all the colors for the flowers. I love it. It looks so good.
Like
it's so pretty. The landscaping and all.
Thank you. Thank you. I did like the landscaping. I thought it came out good.
How long did that take you? Just doing all the landscaping.
Actually, believe it or not, the landscaping took less than the rest of the
because you can just kind of like...
Because that's what I like to do.
You don't have to
and I start doing it, and I just start...
That makes sense.
Because I like them all. When I'm picking out things for the house and all, it takes me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't like this. No, I don't like that. Landscaping's I do a lot faster.
Yeah. I think I want to like have a sim. Let me know in the comments below if you want to like see my Sims like play in these. Like I might upload them. I could upload them both to the gallery under my name, which is just Jaci Butler. And like if you guys want to play in them or anything like that. But which do you like better? They're so different. Well, yours, I like the landscaping better.
But I like yours better just because that is one problem I have too is once I've done it, I'm sick of it.
But it's so pretty. Here, we will put, right here, I'm going to put some shots for you guys to see of the house a little better. Because it's a little hard for, like, you to tell when we do, like, these speed builds where we, like, speed everything up. So here's some shots for you guys to see at the end. Cool.
Okay.
Hi, Diggy. We hope you liked this build off, I guess. Let us know in the comments which house you like best. Let us know what you liked about each house. Do you love the landscaping, the ponds, like all the different things? Which house would you live in? Let us know.
Which house would you pick?
Diggle. Give kisses to whoever's house is better.
Oh, Diggle.
Anyway, thank you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe. Special thanks to my mom and of course Diggle. Diggle's the true judge. Why are you giving so many kisses? He's just so happy to be on camera, I guess. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.